Hey guys, I hope all is well. Thank you for joining me for this Truth Talk episode. In today's episode, we'll be talking about the recent VMA Awards. But before we begin, I just wanted to let you guys know that if you'd like to further support the channel, you can check out the Truthfist store and see if you find anything you like. At the Truthfist store, we have the Truthfist shirts and hoodies in many different colors, and we also got coffee mugs, phone cases, and a bunch of other stuff. So if you'd like to further support the channel and help with the funding of Truth Records, check out the Truthfist store. The link would be in the description. Now, let's get right into it. For years now, the VMAs has been used by celebrities to perform their mock rituals for the world to see. These celebrities act out rituals on stage while the world watches and cheers them on. Even though these celebrity award shows have been falling in viewership, the Masons still use these nights as a night of idol worship and ritual practice. They present their Masonic puppets to the masses as the world watches and idolizes, not knowing at all what is truly going on. Year after year, the VMAs has been openly showing the world that they're pushing the Masonic agenda. MTV never hid the fact that they were Masonic, as their former headquarters building in Canada was even an active Masonic lodge. MTV does not stand for music television, but instead Masonic television. And I actually made a full video on MTV, which is on my second channel if you want to go see it. The link would be in the description. In that video, I gave my opinion and established why I believe the Masons created MTV and what they truly represented. MTV's sole purpose is to manipulate the masses and guide them to a burning end. Many of the past VMA performances have been openly satanic, depicting occultic rituals without the audience having a clue. The first obvious ritual done at the VMA Awards was all the way back in 2003. I know many of you remember the 2003 VMA Awards, where Madonna seems to initiate Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera into the Masonic order. The performances clearly depict the Masonic initiation ritual. The performance starts with two little girls dressed in white, tossing rose petals as they walk off stage. Whenever you see them show little girls dressed in white, this represents innocence being offered away. The two girls dressed in white represent Britney and Christina, who were both children offered to the industry at very young ages. They both got their start together in the Mickey Mouse Club, a show that was ran by Disney. They were guided by the Masonic handlers into accepting the Masonic oath. We saw more open Masonic imagery and ritual practice in Lady Gaga's 2009 VMA performance. In her performance, we can see Gaga with fluffy feathered horns on her head. She is dressed in all white, while blood seems to pour from her dress. Her dancers can be seen ritually dancing as Lady Gaga continues her performance. At one point in the performance, Lady Gaga walks over to a piano on stage and starts playing the piano as if she was demonically possessed. She then walks back to the stage as blood pours from her dress. By the end of her performance, she was covered in blood and floating as if she was a demon. This is obviously an initiation ritual done in front of the rest of the stars who took the oath while the world watches. It is no coincidence that this is right at the beginning of her career. Like I said multiple times on this channel, many occultists practice blood magic, so it's no coincidence that they would have Lady Gaga doing this performance at the VMAs for the world to see. Doing her rituals while her fans cheer, not at all questioning what she's doing on stage. In the 2012 VMA Awards, we again see open satanic and Masonic imagery littered throughout the performance. The 2012 VMA performance that featured Rihanna and her now baby daddy A$AP Rocky showed just who MTV truly serves. The performance started with Rihanna sitting on a golden throne inside of the mouth of a serpent. Clearly the serpent represents Lucifer, with the performance representing Lucifer's throne. Rihanna and A$AP Rocky were showing the world exactly who they serve. Throughout the entire event, you can see the serpent being shown on the big screen behind Rihanna. As you can see, MTV has no issue showing who they truly serve. And in this year's VMAs performance, we saw exactly that. In every single VMAs performance this year, we saw the artists openly showing their Masonic alliance. We're going to go through some of these performances and break down this Masonic imagery. The first performance we're going to be talking about is Nicki Minaj's. At the 2022 VMA Awards, Nicki performed some of her best known hits to a crowd of adoring people. Throughout the entire performance, we see just who Nicki Minaj truly serves. The performance starts with Nicki Minaj inside of a Barbie doll box with a woman she has tied up. Nicki Minaj is shown messing with her while the intro of her hit song Monster plays, specifically the part that refers to a sacrifice. This open scene is clearly representing a mock sacrifice done for satanic blessings. This is common practice with occultists, as they would start their festival with a sacrifice to their pagan gods. We can even see that after the ritual was done, they used the lights to show what appears to be energy spreading throughout the crowd, as the Masonic pyramids light up on stage. Then we see Nicki appear, sitting on a chair over a Masonic checkerboard floor, openly showing the Masonic pyramid and the checkerboard floor all throughout the performance. You see throughout the performance how prominent the pyramid is being shown. They're making sure the entire crowd is idolizing that pyramid. They show more Masonic checkerboard imagery as the entire stage becomes a checkerboard floor. This is done to replicate the inside of the Masonic lodges, as the checkerboard floor represents the duality the Masons love so much. The next performance we're going to be talking about is the one of Latin artist Anita. This performance so far has the most open occultic imagery. The performance again has heavy use of the Masonic pyramid, but this time we can see that they placed the red moon in the center of the pyramid to once again depict the one-eye symbolism. Like I spoke about before, moon stages are used by occultists in their rituals, as they believe the moon provides them with energy. To occultists, the blood moon represents entering and exploring the dark side. The imagery in this performance is so open and speaks for itself. She is also dressed in all red, a color the Masons love using, which references a few things, but mostly sacrifice and rebirth. This appears to be Anita's open Masonic initiation. The next performance we're going to be talking about is Lizzo's. In Lizzo's performance, we again see the exact same Masonic imagery. Lizzo's performance starts with her on stage, singing in front of black and white pyramids being shown on the screen behind her. The performance is loaded with black and white imagery, which we already know represents the Masonic duality. And of course, all of this is shown inside of a giant Masonic pyramid. I have never seen so much pyramid worship at once. I don't understand how the masses don't see all this and question it. We see the same imagery in Blackpink's performance. I recently covered Blackpink, and I do not find it coincidental that Blackpink would release one of their most satanic music videos yet, with open Masonic and occultic imagery, just a few days before this performance. Then after releasing the song, being at one of the most open Masonic performances, performing that very song. In Jack Harlow's performance, we see them show the Masonic pyramid with light rays shooting from the top of it. This is what the pyramid represents, being freed by the light bearer, Lucifer. As you can see, the path that Jack is walking from the entrance of the stage leads him to the Masonic pyramid with the rays of light representing enlightenment. Fans are seen from each side, worshipping their favorite idols. This entire VMAs performance was nothing more than open Masonic idol worship. While all the fans are cheering and praising the artists, those who run the events are showing just who these fans are truly worshipping, the Masonic Order. At this point, they're no longer hiding that we're in the New World Order, and sadly, the masses either refuses to see it or are blind to the truth. The Masons created these idols to take our worship away from God. They use these celebrities to spread the evil that consumes our brains and influences us to live destructive lives. Look at the VMA Awards. The fans were blindly giving their praise to the Masonic Order without even giving it a second thought. Like I always say, this is a spiritual war with only two sides, and this is becoming more and more obvious with every move the Masons make. We must always remember that every day we wake up, our souls are at stake, and we must also remember to help those who can't see the truth find the truth. Well, that's it for this episode. But before you go, I just wanted to let my Patreons know that I will be dropping a video on Patreon later today that is not allowed on YouTube due to the community guidelines. So if you're one of my Patreons, make sure you check the feed out later tonight for this Patreon exclusive. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I just wanted to give a special shout out to the Truth Movement members. I truly appreciate every single one of you. If you'd like to further support the channel, join the Truth Movement, or you can join me on Patreon where I drop exclusive videos monthly. The link would be in the description. Another way you can further support the channel is by checking out the Truthfist store and seeing if you find anything you like. Every purchase you make helps with the funding of Truth Records. The link to the Truthfist store is also in the description. Also, please leave a comment on your thoughts on this video and on any future topics you would like to see me cover on my channel. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified of future videos. If you like this video, please leave a like as it helps other people find these videos. You can also find me on TikTok and Instagram and follow me there. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.